It's been almost 9 years since Burger King has had a Transformers or Hasbro promotion. And it's always been kind of weird, Burger King's history when it comes to Transformers, because they kind of like got the Transformers IP from McDonald's after like McDonald's stopped doing the Armada stuff. And only like only like McDonald's in Europe kind of did Energon stuff. And then Cybertron had a Burger King toy line that actually transformed, oddly enough. And it kind of just, continued on the side of Burger King for a bit with a few little exceptions. And I'll get into that in a moment. But the main reason why we're talking about this is because it looks like Burger King is going to be returning with Transformer toys for their Cyberverse line, specifically the Spark Armor gimmick that we're going to be going into the late 2019 and into the next year. And of course, also the next chapter of the Cyberverse animation series. I used to work at Burger King many, many years ago. I started in, I want to say, 2003 or 2002, and I worked there for quite a bit of time. It was always a job that I had on the side. I did it part-time when I was in school, did it full-time when I was out of school, getting ready to then go into mechanics, and I was there for a very long time. I want to say I went from 2003 up until the end of 2007. And the only reason why I sticked around till 2007 is because we got those movie toys. I know that sounds crazy, but I was like, you know what? I could just ride this out a little more. Just see how this movie turns out, see how these movie toys turned out. I mean, if it doesn't work out and this movie bombs, well, at least I'll have a piece of history, right? And I think that was kind of spawned from the fact that during that time working at Burger King, they had these Cybertron toys, which I want to say was 2005 or 2004. And not only did I get the Cybertron toys like before everyone else, I mean, I broke the news on TFW 2005. I was the first photos, the first at the time before YouTube, the first in-hand review. And I got all like the paperwork and stuff too, because you have signs, you have posters, you have window clings, you got all of that. I still have all of that to this day, all that Cybertron stuff. And so I stuck around for the 2007 movie promotion because I wanted all of that stuff too on top of the toys. Isn't it funny how crazy we are back in our youth? So what do we got here for Cyberverse? So what's unfortunate is that it's a continuing trend when it comes to the fast food toys of Transformer toys now going into the future. And it kind of really started I want to say with Transformers Prime and let's say 2011-ish, where they just stopped making Happy Meal toys or fast food toys that transform, that more are just kind of static action figures with gimmicks instead. And sometimes they'll just do someone in one mode and they're only stuck in that one mode. And I mean, Burger King was kind of guilty of that when they started doing the movie toys back in 2007. And it's whether it be original 2007, Revenge of the Fallen, or Dark of the Moon, all of them really didn't have a transforming gimmick so much as they just kind of just had gimmicks, really. And it's the same thing here with the Cyberverse one. We have Optimus Prime, we have Bumblebee, we have Starscream, and we have Megatron. Now, it looks like the Optimus Prime is going to have a missile shooting gimmick, where he's combined with his his Spark Armor gimmick. We have Megatron, which looks like he's going to have some kind of a rotor gimmick for the helicopter on the back. Looks like with Bumblebee, it's also going to be a missile shooting gimmick. And with the Starscream, it looks like it's going to be probably, I want to say, on the back of the figure, there's going to be a lever, and he probably lifts stuff because he has that construction arm kind of thing going on. So, again, unfortunately, nothing transforms. The armor does not come off, which is a shame, but it will have some kind of silly gimmick thing, which is kind of, it's the funny thing is when I worked at Burger King all those years, I noticed that it was a common trend that whatever toy line they got, every single one of those toy lines shared the gimmicks. If it was Justice League, someone's going to have a helicopter gimmick. Someone's going to shoot a missile. Someone's going to have something that lights up. Someone's going to have something that's on wheels, that's on a spring-loaded thing, so it rolls across the table. and it would be the same with every single toy line, and it's no different here. Nothing changes. The plan is that these toys are actually coming out right now because this information is straight from the Burger King website. It says that this weekend, the King Junior Meal Promotion or Kids Meal Promotion will feature the Transformers Cyberverse and My Little Pony, another Hasbro brand, toy lines. And it's going to be going for all of this month. So one for each week. And usually in my personal experience, the rollover for the toys were always on a Monday. So we would always get the new toy promotion. Like we would get the stock on Friday and then we would roll it out for the following Monday. So it's probably every Monday that you're going to get the new figure. But again, don't take my word for it. Stock is always different for each individual Burger King. So sometimes if they have overstock of something, they might keep it for an extra week and wait out. Who knows? Or sometimes they run out of stock right away and they right away roll out the next week early because they want to have something. But the point being is that's what there is here. It's kind of a shame that doesn't transform, but that's the name of the game. This is how modern toys are today. It's sad when I look back now. I look at like the Beast Wars, like the very first Beast Wars McDonald's toys, like Panther, Manta Ray, and Beetle, and Rhino, and I go, man, like the quality of those are better than some of the smaller Scout class stuff that we get today. And those things, I mean, they were 99 cents with the Happy Meal or free in some regions. And here we're paying like a Legends or a Scout class, between $4 and $5.99. So it's kind of sad, the evolution of how expensive it is to make toys today and how the prices have jacked up and the quality is kind of diminished. I mean, just recently I opened up Hot Rod from Cyberverse. Shout out to Shinji McNally who picked one up for me. And I was just like, man, we are far from, those animated and Prime days for mainline TV series based Transformers series toy lines. A lot has changed. But anyways, definitely check this out. I'm gonna, this is something that I don't pick these up because it's something that in the secondary market, oh man, does this stuff show up in droves afterwards. So I know that I'm gonna come across a lot of these later on. But yeah, definitely check these out. I mean, hey, if you're at Burger King and you're in the mood for a Whopper, I know I haven't eaten a Whopper in God knows how long, but if you're in the mood for a Whopper, hey, you'll get an Optimus Prime with it, and he'll shoot a little missile. So definitely check these out.